Should have got me action, man. Could have had a tea party.
Hey? Oh, I've just dropped Amy off at nursery. You know, Dolly has to wave goodbye at the gates.
Oh. Do you want me to pick her up later? Because you've got this preliminary court thing today, haven't you?
No, don't worry. Claire's going to do it. It's just to sort out legal aid from a new solicitor and that.
I'm just going to dry me out.
Everyone does it. You just download some unis-headed paper, write a letter from a made-up tutor, and bang, 2 weeks later you got your student identity card.
Big deal.
Oh, think about it, you div. It's open sesame time to every bar and club in Manchester.
Hi, David.
Oh, yeah. Look, I'll catch you later. Go on.
I was just about to say to Steve what a little star you've been with my new solicitor.
Good lad.
Yeah, well, that was just her questioning me. I mean, she says that once I get up on witness stand, then it's a whole different ballgame, so...
Right, well, we won't even know till later whether you'll be allowed to take the stand or not.
Look, I've told you I'm not a kid. If I'm going to be testifying at all, I won't be doing it by some stupid little video link.
What do you mean, if?
Well, it's a lot of pressure, isn't it? Well, my mum says that. I mean, I don't know, I've just got to think about it, that's all.
Right. And have you decided what you're going to do yet?
Still making my mind up.
Of course he'll do it. He's got a thing for you, if you ask me.
Oh, my heart is going like the clappers. I dread to think what I'll be like once the actual trial starts.
Well, the only things of any real import today are whether Tracy can get Jane on legal aid and whether David can appear in court or not.
If he's willing, I don't see why they should refuse.
Tracy, Blanche, we need to go. Well, I'm much more concerned about the legal aid. I mean, if it's refused...
Don't start all that again. We'll raise the money if we have to. Are you all right, love?
Yeah, I'm just a bit nervous.
Well, don't be. You've done no wrong. You keep your head held high in that courtroom. I can't go in the back. I get car sick.
Shift.
Hey, show a bit of respect. Talking to the co-owner here.
Unless you want this in your lap, shift.
All right, let's... Oh. Forgot Eileen's a grandma now. Arthritis is probably playing up.
Got a blanket, aye? To put on your legs, love.
Yeah, keep you nice and warm.
Yeah.
So, are you looking forward to your big streetcars night out on Friday?
What's this?
It's not a streetcars night out, Les.
Yeah, it is. You're going, Lloyd's going, and Jamie. They're even taking Sean. Streetcars.
You're taking Sean, and you're leaving me out? Look, the fact that Sean's going proves it's not a works do. I know when I'm not wanted.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Right, supermarket, pick up Mrs. Penn.
I'll do it.
Nice one, Eileen.
Yeah.
Don't mess with Grandma, kids.
I thought Jane made a good case.
Yeah, we're lucky to have found her.
Is it the same place you had up?
No.
All rise.
Be seated. I have considered the applications from the prosecution and the defence with regard to bad character evidence, including Mrs. Claire Peacock's diaries. I consider all issues canvassed before me to be admissible. As to the application for the testimony of David Platt, as a statement has been submitted by David Platt, citing his willingness to appear in the witness box in person, I can see no reason not to allow the withdrawal of this application.
I wish they'd speak English.
It's good for us. It means David can go on the stand.
Oh, thank you, Rumpole of the Bailey.
With regard to the transfer of the representation order from Anderson and Fitch to Simon and Renshaw, having read the letter from Miss Barlow's former solicitors, I cannot see that they have been derelict in their duty in any way. Moreover, the work that they did on Miss Barlow's behalf was more than adequate to represent her fairly.
What? They were a bunch of muppets?
Therefore, I find the justification to transfer legal aid to be unsatisfactory.
It's good news about Claire's evidence, and David taking the stand can only help.
But I want you to represent me.
I'm afraid the judgment's final.
Oh, never mind the jargon. What's the upshot?
Tracy will only get legal aid using her original lawyers.
But you could represent her if we paid. That's right.
Always the same. One rule for the rich, one for the poor.
Anderson and Fitch are a perfectly capable firm.
The judge said so herself.
But they don't know me like you do, and they haven't got your experience in these kind of cases.
Tracy, Jane has already explained it could cost us up to £150,000.
We've discussed this, Ken. I realise it's a lot of money.
Look, Dad, I would still be rotting in jail if it wasn't for Jane getting me bail. Is that what you want, for me to go down for years?
Of course not.
Look, I know it's a big decision. Why don't you talk it over and give me a call tomorrow? We will. Thank you, Jane.
Mum, I have got to have her. It's all over for me if I don't.
Tracy, we will sort the money. Don't give it another thought.
Go for it.
Oh, I've just read of that pony story for the 100th time. Yeah, well, mind you, I don't know how many more chances I'm going to get.
Oh, don't say that, love.
Love, you've got to stay positive. We all have.
That's easy to say.
What's the matter?
Your father. Too tight to shell out for your lawyer.
That's not true.
You could have fooled me.
Look, please, let's focus on the positive. The judge allowing David in court is a huge plus.
At least the neighbours are willing to do what's right. Where are you going?
I'm going to go out. I need to clear my head. I can't stop thinking that without Jane,
Don't worry, love. Your dad and me'll sort it out.
When I think about what I've put you both through.
Come here. Oh, love. Everything is going to be okay. I promise.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it won't be long.
What she must be going through.
Becky? Becky, I know you're in there because your friend downstairs said that she'd just been with you. I understand why you're so angry at me. I said some terrible things. Please, Becky, I can hardly sleep at night for guilt. I know I've let you down really, really badly.
Never thought I'd see you again.
David! Hiya!
All right. How did it go at court today?
They said you could testify on the stand. I just called round to yours to let you know.
Well, that's if I testify.
Don't start that again.
Well, it's up to you, innit?
Fine. What are you doing now?
I'm just going to take all these chips home for my lot.
Right after that?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, how about you meet me over at number 6 in an hour?
Really?
That's if you're still up for it. Oh, great. Do you think you can get out without your mum seeing you? Oh, David, just come in the back way, will you? Because I don't want anyone to find out about this.
Right, okay. I'll see you in a bit then. Brilliant.
Brilliant.
So, we give up our home, on top of the savings we've already spent, on the chance that Jane is a better bet than the original lawyers.
She's got experience in these cases.
And so have the first firm. You heard what the judge said. They did a perfectly adequate job.
This is our daughter we're talking about, Ken. Adequate is not good enough.
That Richard Hillman was into them equity release things, wasn't he? Doesn't say much for him.
You're not helping, Mother.
Well, then let me try. I've already said you can have everything I've got.
And I've told you no. Won't have you throwing away every penny you've earned over the years. Tracy's our daughter, it's up to us.
Oh, fine words, Ken. Look, we cash in my pension fund. That gives us half of what we need. Then we sell this place onto one of them schemes, and that gives us the rest.
But have you really thought what handing this house over to an equity release scheme means? We could never move.
I don't want to move. We've been through all this.
But we've got no idea what the future holds for us, Deirdre. This is madness.
Not doing everything we can for our daughter, Ken. That is madness. You can't put a price on her freedom.
I spoke to Mrs. Connor about you getting your job back. She's a bit reluctant, but I'm sure she'll come round.
Oh, I bet she will. Oh, I pressed coffee, but machine's broke. I think it's soup.
Yeah, I think it's chicken noodle. Lovely, thanks.
You're not supposed to smoke in here, but everybody does.
I wanted to tell you how sorry I am for accusing you about the fire. It was unforgivable of me.
Well, got away with enough stuff that I was guilty of, so I suppose it's fair dues, really.
Of course it isn't. Me and Roy, we were so pleased with the way you'd been coming on recently.
Not a flaming pot plant.
Put your curtains up in Corrie.
And how they look?
Lovely. So thoughtful of you. You're such a good person, Becky. It's just you're a bit easily influenced sometimes, that's all. I mean, that slug, look at trouble he got you into.
Well, I won't be seeing him again, that's for sure.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and Roy, you have been so good to me. I didn't say out at time, but when you first trusted me on my own Wick Hill, I came back here and I cried.
Becky.
Of course I never, don't be daft. But I did promise myself that I wouldn't let you down. Or myself.
Well, you've let us down a few times, and now I've really let you down about this fire, so why don't we call it quits, eh?
Yeah, I suppose.
You could always come and work at CAF. I mean, Roy'll need someone to help out once the place is up and running again.
Well, I need a pay rise. I am just kidding. You are so easy to wind up, Bailey. Come here.
Time it's flaming freezing out there.
Don't worry. I'll soon have you warmed up. Have a drink.
Right, thanks.
Don't look so worried. You know something? You're not a bad-looking lad.
What we're drinking to?
To me, getting off.
Right. Cheers.
Cheers. Easy, Tiger. Right. So we're clear, aren't we? You're gonna say exactly what I want you to say in court, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Call that a down payment. You'll get the rest when I walk free from court. And I promise you, it'll be worth the wait. Right. I better get back to Amy.
What?
Just have some patience, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
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 That's the mother of my child you're talking about.
Come off it. You've been avoiding the woman for years like the plague. She caves Charlie's head in, and suddenly she's little Miss Perfect.
She might be spending the rest of her life in prison. I'm just trying to support her.
Yeah, well, for a birthday, bake her a cake with a file in it.
Tracy?
You all right? Where's Gran?
She's having a lie down.
Today's been a bit much for her.
Your dad's agreed. Between my pension and an equity scheme for this house, we can keep Jane on.
Oh, but Dad, the house.
You're more important to us than any house.
I don't deserve you to.
Come on. You're setting me off. Let me make you some tea.
Oh, I'm starving. Dad, I am really grateful.
Just glad we could help.
But I mean, this house, you've lived here all your life. I feel terrible.
It's a big step, I must admit. But this is the rest of your life we're talking about. And we've all got to do whatever we can to assure you walk away from that court a free woman.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.